welcome to, I was gonna say sunny Los Angeles. I mean, it is sunny, but it's not very warm here. It's not as warm as I thought it was gonna be. I am here for the Glamlight launch party for the Fresh Prince in Bel-Air. I'm going to the launch party with Heather. That's why we have 2 beds. This is where my bestie Heather's gonna be. But unfortunately, she ran into a snag with her flights, so she's gonna come in a bit later. So I left the key for her in the reception. I actually flew into Burbank this time. It was really nice. It was like a small airport. I didn't mind it at all. It was pretty nice. So I didn't have any checked luggage, so I just have my little bag here, and I just changed to sandals because I think I mean, she's not coming here until later. I think I'm just gonna go out and just walk. It is not super warm. It is warm enough for a t-shirt, but it is like low 70s, and for someone who's now been in Austin for 3 springs and going into my 3rd summer, I will say I have entirely changed my inner thermostat to the Texas heat. So coming here to low 70s, it's different. I came off the flight and I was like, it's almost a little chilly. I mean, had I come off the flight from Sweden here, I would have been like, oh my god, this is lovely. Honestly, I think it's warmer in Sweden here than now, because my mom was saying that they were having mid to high 70s, and here it is 72. So I will of course take you along, and I'll take you along now as well. Maybe I'll see something fun. I just think I'm gonna take half a day to myself. It's like 4 in the afternoon. I used to take half a day to myself, explore a little bit. I'm in a, can you hear the flight? The plane? I'm in a part of, we're in Northern. I flew into Burbank, so I think I'm in Van Nuys. I wanted to be close to the event, and that's why I did that. And I'm in a part of the LA area that I haven't been before. So I'm gonna walk around, and tomorrow me and Heather can do something before the event. But let's head out. I'm ready to explore. Look at this cool mirror I found. It's like a full corner just in the hallway. I'm just having a super chill outfit, by the way. Just a t-shirt and like tucked into some pretty wide jeans and sandals. And I am carrying my Loewe because it fits a lot of stuff. I am still out and about. I stopped at this really cute Peruvian grill, and I just had a glass of wine and some steak because it was a grill. I felt like steak. Ooh, do I have something on my lens that is like flaring? Maybe. But I actually saw that there is a Target nearby, so I'm gonna walk to the Target. I'm gonna get myself some snacks and maybe something to drink, and I might even get myself another book because I'm almost done with the book that I'm reading, and I'll have an Uber back to the hotel, and I'm gonna just, oh my god, it's really windy, it's not very warm, and I'm gonna chill at the hotel room and have a lovely night in, just finishing my book, I guess. I think it's the last part of Akatar, but I think there's another part coming. And wait for Heather. She's coming later tonight though. I don't even know if I'm walking through a good neighborhood. I'll be fine. Okay, now so I've read all of these, and I have read all of these. I feel like it's time for Crescent City, right? Okay, this is number 2. I need number 1. This one. Okay, it's happening. It's happening. I'm back at the hotel room. I am in bed. I'm gonna be reading my book. I'm fully committed. And I bought chocolate. And I bought my favorite nerds. I am just... I felt carefree today. Like, it felt I didn't have any plans. I didn't have anything I needed to do. I was just wandering the streets, found this restaurant, had something to eat, wandered into a Target, bought a book. And I know I mentioned it before, but I really feel like 2024, oh, airplanes. I really feel like 2024 is shaping up to be the year where I truly get to enjoy myself, feel hopeful, feel happy, let go of some of the stress, and just, you know, just like rest and just smell the roses a bit. And I feel like it's been go, go, go for a couple of years, and yeah, today was really nice. So I'm just gonna read and wait for Heather. Hi Heather! Hi. Are you tired?
I'm tired, but I'm gonna power through.
How was your night at a bench in the airport?
Scary.
Oh, I've slept in a bench in the airport too once, and it was rough.
It was fun.
It was fine. You're here.
It's one night.
And we're having pancakes and waffles.
It's gonna be good. I'm hungry.
We have been getting ready. Oh, look at how cute our dresses!
We're neon!
We're neon! And we are actually gonna stop at like just a little bar on the way and just get like maybe share an appetizer and have like a small drink.
Just a snack.
Because we don't want to show up famished, and we also don't want to show up too early, because if you show up on time to a Glamlight event, you are there with the staff helping them to set up.
Yes.
Like,
and you don't want to be full because they have delicious food.
Yeah, always a lot of desserts and stuff. So yeah, we've been just getting ready, and we've been discussing the books, the Sarah J. Maas books, and all the different theories.
I need her to catch up. I need her to catch up.
I'm almost done with the 5th book. I'm gonna start Crescent City tomorrow. I'm so excited.
Yes.
So we can talk about everything.
We can talk about everything, and we can wait the next release. And I've been watching Bridgerton, and you've already seen it.
Yes, and we've been discussing that as well. And like, cause you read the books and I've read the books, so we've been like discussing how they're gonna adapt the different books. Cause if you have read the books, you know that they changed Francesca's story quite a bit.
And Benedict.
And poor Benedict. Poor Benedict is never getting a shot at love. But yeah, that's what we're discussing books, getting ready.
We're party girls, obviously.
Clearly. We went to this bar. I am wearing a top, I promise. But we went to this bar to just get a snack before. Look at how big this is. Is this a small snack? I don't know, but I'm delighted. Oh my god, they're really lighting me up. This event was nice. What do you think?
Oh, beyond nice.
Beyond nice. So it was super nice. I have the oh, I don't know. I have the PR box with me, and we're waiting for Uber. I'm literally sitting on the curb. Somebody else is coming.
What is it? I'm like that.
Look, someone else is coming. Oh my god, you look so pretty.
Oh, thank you. You guys do too.
Oh, she looks so pretty. We're waiting for Uber.
Oh yeah, it was super cute. What's your name?
Heather. What's your name?
We're making friends.
Okay, so the lighting is not ideal, but this is the PR box
for the collection that we went to the party for. And there was a little ticket in here. Boarding info, Philly to LAX. And these are lashes. These are lip glosses. There is a setting spray that I don't know if they're gonna let me take through security. Because, oh, this is the highlighter. It looks really pretty because I'm not checking a bag. And then we have the eyeshadow palette. So this is what the palette looks like. And I will say, just looking at the shimmers, it do be looking like the good Glamlite formulas. I'm very excited about that. And I cannot wait to try this one out tomorrow.
We're at the airport. Time to go home.
I am so excited that the travel tickets we had for Dallas, we were afraid that our flight was going to be canceled.
It kept saying like, travel alert, travel alert.
You know when you have a lucky charm? You're like the opposite. I was like, oh no, we're on the same flight. It means it's getting canceled.
Yes, or delayed, or
blown up.
It never existed. We're going to the Bermuda Triangle. Surprise.
Burbank Airport? Never heard of it.
That's our luck.
So
we had good soup.
We had good soup.
Soppa.
Oh, is it called soppa? In Swedish it's soppa.
Ah, look at that.
Yay! So our flights have been cancelled, rebooked and delayed. But we did ask someone and they were like, oh, we're definitely leaving tonight. But I was supposed to be home at 8. It is after 8.
I was supposed to be home at 9:15. Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen. But my flight was delayed until 11:10, but now they actually moved it to 10:30, so that's in the right direction. And I feel like that means that I'm at least leaving. At least I started reading Crescent City.
Yes.
I am catching up.
I'm like, where are you? What part are you to? Okay,
And she's like, I am so happy to be like back into like reading again. I read the whole ACOTAR in less than 2 weeks.
I think we should read Fourth Wing together.
Oh, we should.
Like, we should start that together.
We should start that together, yes.
And then Allie can be the one going,
Where are you?
Yeah.
Did our flights get cancelled?
You are a bad luck charm.
It's you.
You're the problem.
Yeah. It's not me. Let's see if we get home tonight. Or if we're sleeping in the airport again. I'm not doing that. I'll sleep on the sidewalk before I sleep in the airport again.
I realized as I was editing the video, I kind of stopped filming. I did not film an outro, so this is filmed way later when I was actually finishing up the footage and editing all of it. And I stopped filming where I was because there was so much confusion at the airport. And I understand that like things happen when like there's bad weather, and a lot of flights were delayed out of Dallas, but only American flights were cancelled from what we could see on the boards. And they were giving very weird information on, and very confusing information, and sometimes incorrect information of like where we were supposed to go, what flight we were on. There were hundreds and hundreds of people in line to talk to people, and there were not enough staff there. So I did feel really bad for like people that were farther away from home than I was, because they ended up, Heather's flight ended up leaving, but really late. So she got home, but my flight ended up being cancelled, and there was a flight that left for Austin, and it had my bag on it, but it didn't have me on it. So that one got to Austin in the evening, and Ricardo had to call the airport in Austin and just be like, hey, my wife's bag was on this flight. And they were like, oh my god, I can't believe it. So they had to go fetch it from the carousel, because it's like, you just left my things, my belongings out there for anyone to steal. And I understand that sometimes things happen, but the way they talked to me about the luggage, they were like, oh, but we tried to prioritize luggage. And I was like, what are you, DHL? Aren't you supposed to prioritize passengers? And when you know that the situation is the way that it is, and there is a possibility of my flight being delayed, why would you send my bag to Austin when there's a big chance that I won't be able to get to Austin until the day after? So that's the part I didn't like. They didn't take any, at least the personnel that was there, didn't take any kind of accountability for that. They rebooked me until the morning, and I stood in the line for 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours wait to talk to someone at American. That's what I said, like there was not enough personnel. And I talked to someone and I told her I don't want to be rebooked. I already have my husband heading here to come and get me by car because I was in Dallas, which is 3.5 hours away. I want you to cancel my ticket so that I can get a refund. And I also told her I'm very disappointed that you sent my luggage to Austin because now I have to go by car to the airport and go get it, and I don't think that that's right. I don't think that you should do that. Send it with a different flight. And she was, I mean, she was tired. I was not upset with her, but also I didn't like the whole, like, they sent the flight to Austin. It wasn't full because Ricardo again was talking to the Austin airport and they're like, no, that flight had so many open seats. Why did you not rebook some people with that flight then? Why were we so many people stranded in Dallas with 2 flights delayed, and then you sent one flight to Austin that was like half full? It didn't make any sense at all. And I was upset about the lack of communication. I was upset about, they sent me some text messages, like, you know, you get text messages, oh, your flight, which was just straight up incorrect, which was also very frustrating because it's like, when you get these text messages from your flight company, you can't trust them. You think that they're doing the right thing. But I ended up canceling my ticket. I actually already got a refund. And I took an Uber to Fort Worth. And my husband picked me up and then we went again. So he was in the car for almost 7 hours. I felt really bad for him. But I needed to get home. I needed to work. I couldn't be in Dallas. They were going to get me back to Austin at lunch the day after. Which meant that I had to spend more than 12 hours in the airport. And they were not providing any sleeping accommodation, any food, anything like that. And I was just like, I can't do this. I have to work. I have to get home. So I felt really bad for people. I had a girl in front of me. She was like my age and she had 3 young kids, like 3 young kids under the age of 7. One of them was like an infant, and I was like, oh my god, I really hope they did something for her because that's terrifying. But yeah, that was my trip. The trip was great, but the travel was atrocious. And I understand, again, things happen, but the way that American handled inconveniences, the way that they communicated with people, the way that the communication sometimes was incorrect, it made me feel like maybe I should book another company next time, because I didn't like everybody can have a crisis, but I didn't like the way that they handled their crisis. I didn't think that it was a good solution, let's say. But I did love the party, and I've already made a video on the collection. I will leave that down in the description box in case you're interested in seeing that one. I know this vlog was a little shorter, but it's only like 48 hours in LA, and I had a great time though. I had a great time, and I am traveling soon again. Well, actually, as this vlog is going up, next week we're having our little getaway thing in Austin that booked up so quickly. We didn't even have time to share it with everyone before we were fully sold out. And then I'm going to Vegas for a conference as well in June. So I do have some fun things going on. Coffee. But I hope you enjoyed the vlog. Let me know about your horror travel stories in the comments. I would love to hear about them. And I hope you're having a great day. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you soon.